lecture is an introduction to interdisciplinary studies. But first, let us define it. What does interdisciplinary studies mean? The word interdisciplinary is a tongue twister in itself, but it is defined in Merriam-Webster as simply involving two or more academic, scientific, or artistic disciplines. An interdisciplinary studies degree does just that. It involves covering a broad range of practical and relevant subjects necessary for developing a breadth of understanding of learning and society. Students enrolled in a program select a concentration, like, for example, communication or arts or psychology or public administration or organizational leadership, which allows them to focus on a particular subject using an interdisciplinary approach. So these four concentrations are based on today's most dynamic professional paths and supplement this well-rounded educational foundation. According to Brinks, interdisciplinary studies is unique among degree programs. Most traditional programs are focused on a specific field of study, such as mathematics, literature, or computer science. Interdisciplinary studies can include all of the above and more. It depends on what you hope to get out of these programs. The most basic interdisciplinary studies definition is that these programs allow students like you to choose their concentrations. You can effectively create your own by choosing two areas of interest and combining them into one degree program that you will specialize in. For example, let's say you love psychology, just like I do, and art, just like I do. You might combine an art program with a psychology program to create your own art therapy degree. Interdisciplinary studies are distinct from integrative studies, which have one primary focus with others supporting it. For example, if you wanted to study psychology and art in an integrative fashion, you might study how art feeds into psychology, but not the other way around. Integrative study doesn't treat your chosen fields as equal. You have one key discipline, and other programs inform that discipline. Now, what is driving interdisciplinary studies today? According to Repco, consider the following. First, the complexity of nature, society, and ourselves. Second, the complexity of the globalized workplace. Third, the need for systems thinking and contextual thinking. Fourth, the changing nature of university research. Fifth, the public world and its pressing needs. And six, to acknowledge society's need for both disciplinary and interdisciplinary. Now, combined, these make a powerful case for interdisciplinary studies. Okay, but the question is, what careers can you find in interdisciplinary studies? Because these programs are so wide-ranging, graduates of interdisciplinary study programs can find career opportunities in various industries, including social services, business, government, media, healthcare, nonprofit, and in technology. Students on the humanities track can work as teachers, writers, corporate managers, sociologists, researchers, and nonprofit specialists, among many others. Meanwhile, those who selected a science-based program can pursue careers in fields like engineering, biology, clinical research, and in chemistry. An interdisciplinary studies degree also prepares students for graduate programs in business administration, the law, medicine, environmental studies, management, arts and literature, social sciences, and other academic areas. But what kinds of students succeed in interdisciplinary studies? Brinks suggests that because interdisciplinary studies are a special field, it takes a certain kind of student to succeed. Students who are more likely to succeed in this field include students who are creative, motivated, collaborative, critical thinkers, and also very disciplined. So let's talk about you creative people. Now, if you're interested in interdisciplinary studies, you're probably at least a little bit creative. You don't want to follow the existing paths. You want to create one that's new and unique to you. Motivated. Because interdisciplinary studies doesn't have a clear path the way many majors do, you will need to be particularly motivated to make it work for you. You'll be designing your own course schedule and program with your advisors. Now, in regards to collaboration, forming connections with people with similar interests is a great way to improve your own experience, particularly since you're going to be forging your own path. You will also be working heavily with professors and advisors. Now, are you a critical thinker? Many disciplines overlap in college, but for interdisciplinary studies, that overlap is something you'll largely be figuring out yourself. Critical thinking is a valuable skill for interdisciplinary study students for that particular reason. If your program requires a thesis or capstone project, you'll likely be covering all of the ways your courses and fields intersect. Being able to think critically about those courses will be invaluable to you as you progress through your program. Now, are you disciplined? Because motivation and hard work will get you far, but a sense of discipline will get you even further. Interdisciplinary studies requires that you adhere to a different set of standards than traditional degrees. That means you'll be guiding yourself. A lot of the time, though, you'll likely work out a plan with your advisors and instructors. You'll be the one in charge of properly executing that plan. People who are good at setting goals, hitting deadlines, and planning will have an easier time. So are you good at setting goals? Are you good at hitting deadlines? What about planning? Are you good at keeping a schedule? What about time management skills? Do you have good time management skills? Yeah, you do? Well, that's wonderful. You will indeed succeed in an interdisciplinary study program. Kudos to you. I'll see you in the next lecture.